You know, one of the best things I've done for myself was create a Sunday routine after grocery shopping. Today I'm going to show you everything I bought with my $50 grocery budget, how I meal prep everything on Sundays, and how it turns into 7 dinners for my family of 5. The thin sliced bread was 88 cents each, and I grabbed 2 more to add to the freezer with the 2 loaves that I bought last week. I love keeping bread stocked because it's one of those staples that always comes in handy. Whether someone wants toast for breakfast, a quick sandwich for lunch, or grilled cheese on a busy night, that bread is already there. The corn on the cob was 33 cents each, and I grabbed 6. Now, one thing I love about buying corn that still has the husk on it is that I can break each ear in half before cooking it. That gives me 12 servings instead of 6, which really helps me stretch meals when I'm trying to feed my family. The celery was 97 cents each, and I grabbed 3 bunches. I'm going to juice 2 bunches and chop the third one for meal prep. Celery is naturally low in calories, contains vitamin K and potassium, and it's a simple way to add more hydration to your day since it's mostly water. The bananas were $1.23, and I needed a few more for protein shakes this week. We go through bananas so fast in this house, y'all, so there's something I buy just about every grocery trip. The cucumbers were 25 cents each, and I grabbed 3. I already had 2 in the refrigerator from a couple of days ago, so I'll juice 3 of them and chop the other 2 for quick snacks. They are so good with a little Italian dressing, or you can just add salt and pepper. But having fresh vegetables already washed and cut makes it so much easier to reach for something healthy instead of grabbing a bag of chips or some cookies. The cilantro was 49 cents for 1 bunch, and I'm going to wash it, dry it really well, and store it in a glass container so it stays fresh longer. Now, cilantro takes your Taco Tuesday to a whole new level, y'all. And that's only if you're someone who actually likes cilantro. I know some people swear it tastes like dish soap. Let me know in the comment section, which side are you on? Do you like cilantro, or does it taste like dish soap to you? The tomatoes were 79 cents total for both, and I'm going to dice one and slice the other. The diced tomatoes will go into salads, and the sliced one is for homemade burgers. Now, one thing I've found is that tomatoes stay fresher when you store them in an airtight container with a paper towel underneath to absorb that extra moisture. The bell peppers were 33 cents each, and I grabbed 3. I'm going to chop all of these in my vegetable chopper and freeze them. I love doing this because whenever I'm making fajitas, spaghetti, soups, omelets, casseroles, I just grab a handful without having to stop and chop vegetables. The red delicious apples were 3 for $1, and I grabbed 6. Along with bananas, these will be our fruit of choice this week. Now, when I'm choosing fruit, I try to pick things that add fiber, vitamins, and nutrients without completely blowing my grocery budget. The lemons were 5 for $1, and I grabbed 10. We needed more for sweet tea, but I also like to use them in cucumber and lemon infused water. A while back, my family and I stayed at this hotel that had cucumber, lemon, and lime infused water in the lobby, and I was like, I got to make this water when I get home. So I started making it, and I've been hooked ever since. The pineapples were $1.49 each, and they were the cheapest in my area. They're $1.98 at Walmart and well over $2 at Kroger and Albertsons. So this was definitely the place to grab them. Besides tasting amazing, pineapple is loaded with vitamin C, y'all. And I like buying whole pineapples because they're usually more cheaper than buying them already cut up. The vegetable oil was $2.17. Now the price has actually come down because it was around $3.46 the last time I bought this stuff. It's well over $3 at Walmart and Aldi, so I saved some coins by getting it here at Joe V's. The refried beans were 88 cents each, and I grabbed 2 because that's all I needed for this week. Ingredients like this are inexpensive, but they do a great job stretching your meals. Now, when you combine refried beans with seasoned meat, rice, cheese, and tortillas, everybody is getting a filling dinner without having to use a whole pound of meat. The canned corn was 3 for $1, and I grabbed 3. If you watched my last grocery haul, then you already know I stocked up on 12 cans of vegetables, including corn. Now, these are simply replacing recycling the cans that I've already used and adding extra back to the pantry. The Sloppy Joe sauce was $1.18, and this is going to make a quick and easy lunch. One thing that really helps during busy weeks is having 1 or 2 meals that come together in less than 15 minutes. Sometimes having an easy option already planned keeps you out of that drive-through after work. I think we've all had those days where cooking feels like the last thing we want to do when we get off. The mesquite marinade was $1.21 each, and I buy this almost every week because I know we'll have at least one chicken dinner that uses it. Marinades are such an easy way to add flavor without buying a bunch of extra ingredients. The black pepper was $1.64. I grabbed this just to hold me over until I can get to Sam's and buy the big container. Since I use black pepper almost every single day, it just makes more sense to buy the larger bottle at Sam's because the cost per ounce is way cheaper. The tortillas were $1.47, and I needed these to complete Taco Tuesday. There are 30 tortillas in the package, and my goal is to use every single one. Whatever we don't eat this week, I'll freeze so they stay fresh instead of drying out in the pantry. It's a simple habit, but using what you already bought before purchasing more is the easiest way to cut down on food waste. The broccoli stir fry was $1.47 each. I'm making ramen stir fry this week, and now that I finally have soy sauce in the pantry, I can make it the way it's supposed to be made without leaving ingredients out. Frozen vegetable blends like this are great because they're already washed, they're already chopped, and ready to cook. So dinner comes together way faster on those busy weeknights. The ground turkey was $1.87 each, and I grabbed 3. I'm using 2 for Taco Tuesday and 1 for Sloppy Joe's. My family honestly cannot tell the difference when I substitute ground turkey for beef. It's a budget-friendly swap that helps keep grocery costs down, and sometimes you just have to make small changes like this to make your money stretch a little further. The leg quarters were $5.90 each, and these 2 10-pound bags will give us enough chicken for about 4 family meals. I'm going to wash them, divide everything into freezer bags, and freeze them until I'm ready to cook. While I'm portioning everything out, I'll go ahead and pour the mesquite marinade into the bag so the chicken can marinate while it's freezing. Sunday is the one day that I try to give myself a head start on the week. I know once Monday gets here, life starts moving really fast. Between work, cooking dinner on my lunch break, and everything else that comes with taking care of a family, I don't always have time or the energy to start everything from scratch. So every Sunday, I spend about 2 hours getting ahead. That includes washing produce, prepping ingredients, cleaning the kitchen, and putting everything away. A few years ago, I stopped buying those expensive fruit and vegetable washes. I remember thinking there has to be a less expensive way to clean these fruits and vegetables. And that's when I started using vinegar and baking soda to wash my produce. Now, while everything is soaking, I'm going to go ahead and shuck the corn. How many of y'all had to shuck corn or shell peas as a kid? I used to look forward to it because my mom and I would get our bowls and sit on the porch and shell peas while getting caught up on the latest gossip. After boiling the corn really quick, I'm transferring it into an ice bath to stop the cooking process. Once it's completely cool, I'll sort it into freezer bags so it's ready whenever I need to pull it out for a quick side dish. But y'all, I was so disappointed with these pineapples. 2 of them were already rotten on the inside, and Jovi's is way too far of a drive to take them back and get my money. So to avoid this in the future, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start getting my veggies and fruits from either Aldi or Sprouts. In all of the years I've been grocery shopping there, I have never picked up any bad fruits or veggies there. But the good news is I still have 1 whole pineapple left, so I'll have enough juice for the next couple of days. Now that's one thing I like about buying produce that's in season. Not only does it usually taste better, but that's when you can find some of the best prices. When I see a good deal on fruit that my family actually enjoys, I try to take full advantage of it while it's available. but I'll know for future reference to check that fruit before grabbing it. This is definitely my favorite part. I love watching all of the juice come out of the juicer. I know this juice is about to be good with a T. Next up is the celery. By itself, celery juice isn't exactly my favorite, but once I combine it with pineapple, it completely changes the flavor. It's refreshing, naturally sweet, and it's something that I look forward to drinking. And since my juicer is cold pressed, I like to strain everything before bottling it up. It only takes another minute, and I like the smoother consistency. Not all of the cucumbers are getting juiced. I always leave some sliced up for snacks because when healthy food is already washed, cut, and waiting in the refrigerator, it's a whole lot easier to grab instead of reaching for something else. The rest of the cucumbers will go in the juicer. And I'm dividing the cucumber juice between several jars because it's not enough to make one full jar. And I do want to get cucumber in all of my juice for this week. Now, once I mix everything together, it'll be just the right amount. One of the biggest reasons I prep these ahead of time is because I work from home. Some days my meetings start back to back, and before I know it, I've barely had any water. And having these bottles of juice already pre-made means I can simply grab one before my next meeting starts, and I don't have to stop what I'm doing to make something healthy. By the time I'm done, I have several bottles ready for the week, and honestly, it feels so good opening the refrigerator and seeing everything already prepped. One last thing as far as meal prepping is I chopped up all of my celery and bell pepper that I plan on freezing and using in meals that I'm cooking this week. I also separated all of the chicken into bags so that the chicken is ready to go when I'm ready to cook it. All I have to do is pull it out of the freezer and thaw it out. Here are all of the dinners we had this week. I always make a huge spread on Sundays because it's just a tradition that's been passed down from generation to generation. So we go all out on Sundays. Monday, we had barbecue chicken, mac and cheese, corn, and a salad. And y'all, did y'all notice I forgot the diced tomatoes? Tuesday, I took the turkey meat and made tacos and dressed it up with lime and birria sauce. Wednesday, we had mesquite grilled chicken with corn and stuffing. Thursday, I took the other pack of turkey meat and made the knockoff Taco Bell Mexican pizza. Friday and Saturday, I took the last roll of turkey meat and made baked ziti. It was more than enough for leftovers. When it comes to creating habits, just remember, you don't have to do everything all at once. Pick one thing that will make your week a little easier. Maybe that's washing your fruits and vegetables ahead of time or creating a meal plan. You don't have to create the perfect system overnight. It's the small habits that you stick to that makes the biggest difference. We started with $50 worth of groceries, but grocery shopping wasn't the best part. For me, the best part was seeing my family of 5 being fed those 7 dinners and truly enjoying the food that I cooked. Now, if you would like to cook a budget meal along with me, go ahead and click the video on the screen and I will meet you over there. I hope everyone have an amazing day and we will chit chat in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.